Hi, my name's Tom. I'm a PhD student at the University of Lancaster, and in collaboration with the University of Surrey and the BBC, we work on a project to deliver personalised media to everybody. The project's called AI for Me if anyone's interested, but fundamentally today I'm going to be talking to you about what is personalised media, some of the benefits of personalised media, and also some of the drawbacks that we found and how NRENs, as we transition to be for this new form of media to be the new normal, how they can get ahead of the curve and ahead of the game. Well, what do we mean when we say personalised media? Well, we've got this dichotomy between traditional media and personalised media. Where in traditional media, we have a single file being distributed to everybody and they all view the same form of thing. Now, you may be used to sort of different bit rates or different adaptive. That's not what we mean when we say personalised media. When we say personalised media, we mean a unique and customised experience to every single individual person, where you're able to tailor and customise it to exactly your needs and your requirements. Now, that might be that you've got your own accessibility concerns. That might be that you want to be more portable to your particular device, or it might just be that you like to view a program in one particular way. And that's amazing because it means that every single person's viewing experience is unique, and the number of possibilities of how we can view and access our own media becomes enormously greater than it is currently. But first of all, there's this issue, is that current networks are already designed to transfer from traditional media. So how do we move from a traditional media approach to a personalised media approach? Well, if we look at the current infrastructure, we have content distribution networks, CDNs, and these are very, very good at I/O intensive tasks, but they're not great at compute intensive tasks. And as you can imagine, having this amazingly high degree of customizability on each individual user's device is an insane amount of resources required, and traditional infrastructure, which for traditional media delivery is a well-oiled machine, isn't necessarily the best for object-based media, which is a form of personalised media we're talking about today. So how do we move this? We've got to move some way of getting compute closer to clients, closer to the devices, or we've got to find a creative and interesting way to cache all these unique bits of data. So this requires us to think about current distribution models and how we can change them in order to make them better, more improved, or changing the entire paradigm itself. And that's obviously because we've got this massive explosion in the possibilities of media. For you can have a different experience to your friends, to your family, and even you could view the same program in different ways, in different orientations, in different, entirely different styles, just by the fact that it's now more personalised how you exactly want it to be. Now, there are a couple of options we could do here. We could move to cloud compute, where cloud computers do the computational operations for you, or we can offload it to user devices. Now, we're looking at Lancaster specifically at how we can balance these two things together, because we want to maintain quality of service, but also some people will be able to compute this information on their own devices. So as we maintain this quality of service, how much can we shift to user devices and how much can we save in the cloud? Now, obviously, for NRENs, a more important use case is that of the educational use case, where every single tutor, teacher, student can have their own personalised educational experience, which is just tailored to them. And as we all know, a tutor is always going to do greater for us as an individual than we are just being taught to the class. And personalised media enables a single sort of media to be delivered to hundreds of different people in hundreds of different ways that is bespoke and specific just to them. But to be able to accomplish this, we need to be able to see and look at these complex patterns in this computed data and be able to compute more of this data usefully, cache data. We also need to think about targeting explainability and usability rather than just thinking about trying to optimize. And I want to put a challenge back to you, the NRENs. I want to say you should put the educational networks back at the forefront of education. And you can undertake this by, as you develop your own content, say internally, externally, or any form whatsoever, that you maintain copies of that original raw data so that as we transition to object-based media or personalised media or any form of personalisation being the new normal, you've still got those existing raw files and data hanging around so it's easy to transmit and transpose existing and original content that you've already created and put time and effort into this new and improved format. Thank you very much for listening to my talk. I hope it's been informative and interesting.